Billibatt Productions presents the Line Mysteries, brought to you by chickpimp.com. Plop down in the middle of the San Francisco Bay sits Lone Island, with its quiet streets, Victorian homes, and well-behaved palm trees. A positively idyllic setting teeming with mystery.
Sally, my favorite daughter-in-law.
How was the flight?
Annoying. Those flight attendants must have to pass a nasty test to work here.
Well, your bags come through over here, and I'm parked out front. Here, I brought you water.
Oh, yeah, thanks. So, where's Lorna?
She's at home, finishing your room.
I don't care about that. It's why I'm here. You two have given me a great project. I've always wanted to get my hands on one of those old craftsman bungalows.
Well, you know how she is. But I'm glad you're here. She really needs the help. She'd work until she dropped if I didn't say anything.
Like her mother. I wish you could have known her. The older Lorna gets, the more she looks like her, too.
Oh.
It's kind of creepy, really. How are my grandcats?
Oh, they're good. Claude is 15 pounds now.
Big boy. Lorna spoiled them?
Of course. Here come your bags.
Mine's the blue one.
The gym bag?
Yep.
Okay. What else?
That's it. I travel light.
But you're staying a month.
I can do laundry. And in the car, you can tell me about the government's secrets.
Yeah, if I knew any.
Dad!
Come here.
Aw, Dad, you made it. I'm so glad to see you.
I'll bet. Look at this place. It needs my help.
Please, you don't know. This is an improvement. Where are your bags?
Sally's got it.
I thought you were staying for a while.
Ha! I fooled you both. I couldn't travel with my tools, so I just sent everything.
But Dad, I have tools for you.
Do you have a plane?
No.
Well, there you go.
I have a jigsaw.
We might need that too.
Do you want to sit down?
No, I've been sitting for 4 hours. Let's have a look around. This was a good buy. You guys did a good job. So, what's the plan?
That's why you're here.
Oh, I'm working for my room and board, am I?
Well, yeah. There's no free handouts here.
Why don't we have some lunch? There's a place I want to take you to. It's kind of like a junkyard, but it's filled with antiques, like old doors and stained glass windows and ornate fireplaces.
That's a good idea. We need to take care of the big stuff first. We can have this done in 3 weeks. Lorna and I redid her aunt's house in 2 weeks. Remember that?
I still have the scars.
You didn't get hurt.
Emotional ones. Aunt Josie was a nightmare.
Where's your dad?
I have no idea. The car's here, so he can't be far.
Ooh, I want to talk to him.
Well, honey, then look for him. That's what I'd have to do.
You know he spent like $1,000 at the antique warehouse. I don't want to get in any further over our heads here.
Okay. Do you want me to say something to him then? I could just say we only spend the money on supplies and stuff.
No, I'll talk to him. But I do want to do something really nice for him. You know, he's already done so much for us here.
He's in hog heaven, Sally, really. But we'll think of something nice. Try looking for him outside somewhere.
Quill, are you under the house?
What is it, Sally?
Oh, it can wait. I'll see you when I get home.
Wait, I have to tell you something.
What?
I found something down here.
Really? What?
You have to wait.
Okay, are you coming out now? I don't want to miss my bus.
Okay, hang on. Meet me on the other side of the house.
Did you find him?
He was under the house.
That makes sense. Where are you going?
He wants to show me something.
You're gonna be late. Then he can take you to the train station.
Quill, are you in there?
Yeah. Grab my arm and pull.
Well, how did you get down in there?
It's just what I thought. There's a root cellar down there. It was covered up when they added the extra room here in the back. And look what I found.
It's a little box. It's really heavy.
You bet. Looks like a safety deposit box from, I don't know, maybe the turn of the century?
Ooh, how do you open it?
I might have to use a chisel.
Ooh, I have to go. I don't want to miss my bus. Go inside, show this to Lorna. She has a story about this place I think you should hear before you open that box. But please don't open it until I get back tonight, okay? Promise?
Okay, I won't open it. Just go. Lorna, come look what I found under the house.
It's a box.
Lined with lead, I might add. Feel it.
Whoa, that's heavy for a little box.
Sally said you might have a story that goes with it.
Well, maybe. Let's open it.
We can't. I promised Sally.
Oh, damn, Dad. Why'd you do that?
She asked me to, and don't curse at me.
Oh, I'm sorry. But now we have to wait till she gets home, and it could take hours to get it open. It'll be 10 o'clock before we know what's in it.
Well, tell me the story. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Okay, come on. Okay, when we were looking for a home, I did the research on this place because, well, it's a long story, but at first we thought it might be haunted. Ridiculous, I know, but there you have it. Anyway, the original owners built the place and got caught up in the Depression, you know. I guess they lost a lot of money, so they turned to bootlegging, and the wife got really good at it. Anyway, the husband drank himself to death. But the wife continued despite all the problems she had with the mob and the crooked cops and the religious zealots and whatever else. Well, no one really knows what happened to her, but one day she was just gone. Poof! Vanished into thin air, and the house had new owners.
Did you check the deeds office to see how much was paid for the house?
The original records were there. It cost $1,500 to build, and I guess back then you didn't have to have building permits for add-ons and whatever. So whoever took it over just listed a new deed like it was given to the new owners. There was no record of money transferring. Then it got transferred to, I guess, the next of kin in the late 30s and sold in the 1950s. That's why there have only been like 3 long-term owners.
Oh no, I have to tell you about the root cellar.
What root cellar?
The one below the house.
We have a root cellar?
Well, that or a graveyard.
What?
Below the house there's a root cellar. You have to dig a little. Then there are some old timbers, but under that is a root cellar. It's under the part of the house we thought was added on after it was built.
First of all, why and how were you digging under the house?
Have you ever seen a sea turtle lay eggs? It was kind of like that. And well, it was going to be a surprise, a housewarming gift, but now...
Dad, listen for a second. Thank you, but first I think you're doing too much, and second, we can't really afford too many upgrades right now. We just made a huge down payment that we really have to save for, so we need to keep the cost down.
Do you think I'm charging you by the hour?
I don't, but I want you to know that we appreciate absolutely everything you're doing, but if it's going to be a big ticket thing like the windows, we just have to wait a while. We don't want to get in over our heads.
Am I doing too much?
Are you? Have you been waking up with soreness? Do you need to take more breaks or a couple of days off and just, I don't know, visit with the folks at the senior center?
What's the matter with you? Do I look like I need to hang out with old people at a senior center?
Okay, I'm just checking in with you, Dad. It worries me that you're laying under the house digging like a sea turtle. That root cellar could have collapsed on you.
So you're looking out for me?
You're my last living relative. That I'd claim, anyway.
Not if you give me grandbabies.
Drink your tea, old man.
Tick, tick, tick goes the body clock, daughter.
Eat your bran muffin. Give me that box. Where's your blowtorch?
Stay away from my box. I found it. Wait a minute. Maybe I will go to that senior center.
Why? I thought old people scared you.
They do, but they also gossip a lot.
Ooh, good one, Dad. I need to at least start an article today anyway.
What are you writing?
An article on organic gardening and compost. But I make it cute so people will read it when they're at work.
I thought you already wrote about gardening.
I did, but they asked for more. I guess they sell a lot of ad space with the articles.
Whatever sells. See you at lunch.
Wow, you can really squirrel away in here, can't you?
Oh, hi, honey. When did you get home?
Ooh, about an hour ago. I was helping your dad out back. We've almost got the box opened.
Good. You know, I finished 3 articles today.
That's like a record for you.
It is. Dad brought my lunch in here for me. Now I can work with him around the house the rest of the week.
Sweet. Well, let's go see the box. I want to be there when he opens it. Well,
Stand back.
What is it?
It's a key. And recipes.
Well, that's a letdown.
You were expecting gold doubloons.
At least.
This is an old skeleton key. It could go to anything. Let's take it inside.
I'll get dinner on. Spaghetti?
That's fine.
Dad, did you find anything out at the senior center?
Other than where to eat in town? No.
what about that root cellar?
Well, it's not on the original deed or in the historical archives or anywhere. I think they must have added it on during the Prohibition and put that back room over it. I'd bet the original floor had a trap door in it that led down to the cellar where they kept the booze. Then whoever took over the house covered it up.
Do you think they killed the wife and stuffed her down there?
Could be. I didn't see any skeletal remains, but I didn't dig down into it either.
Babette's chocolate cake. 1 pound of sugar. That's a big cake. Webster's best bread. Ginger cakes and Lady Oak fingers. I don't want to live above a dead person. It just seems wrong.
I'll take a look tomorrow.
No, Dad. Let's leave it alone.
Well, I'd like to know.
Me too, Sally. Ha! You're outnumbered 2-1.
Ooh, I'm taking Friday off anyway.
Now, how do we find what fits this key?
Go to a locksmith. They'd know.
Yes, of course.
Sally, keep an eye on the meat here. Let me see those recipes.
Sure.
If I were a bootlegger, why would I put a key and recipes into a lead box and then bury it under the house?
Maybe the husband did it. He was a drunk.
True, just to irritate his wife.
Or maybe she did it to irritate him.
Right, that makes more sense. Probably leads to something she didn't want him to get his hands on.
These aren't recipes. Have you ever had bread made without yeast?
Your grandma used to make bread without yeast. She called it Irish bread or something.
Or ginger cakes without ginger? And everything is spelled wrong. Something... Hang on.
You see that? That's her mother right there.
Oh, that's where she gets it, huh?
Like a bloodhound for trouble.
Okay, let me try something. If I do the alphabet this way, and common letters are M, R, S, B, and then the vowels. Okay.
Oh, it's in code.
What are the names of the recipes? Ginger, Webster, Oak? Street names.
Oh, very clever.
I'll say. So this had to be the wife's doing. What was their names again?
Shipman.
Or they could be names of old train stops.
Where can we get an old map of Olone?
Just the library, I think.
I'll go tomorrow.
But the stations were all demolished. What have you got, Lorna?
Nothing. Maybe the words are the code. You know, who puts a pound of sugar in a cake?
Oh, I see. Like the words mean something different. Or maybe it's directions.
Yeah, or maybe she was a bad cook.
It's interesting. If she was smart enough not to get caught bootlegging... Wait a minute. Sally, is there a way to check the police records back then?
Sure. I can do it at work tomorrow. Who wants meatballs?
I do. Here, Dad. See what you can make of this one. Dad!
Yeah. I got the maps from about the same time frame. How's the code cracking?
Nothing yet, but I found a website that is sort of dedicated to this kind of thing.
Well, you were right about the train stops here in town. Same names of the recipes.
Okay. Where are you going now?
Under the house.
Oh, Dad, shouldn't we hire someone for that?
No.
Dad, I'll do it.
Lorna, I know what to look for.
Okay, we'll both do it, and you hold the light and direct me, and I'll do the digging, and we can switch off.
Sounds about right. That way, if it caves in, one of us will be out of the way.
That's a great plan.
Have you heard from Sally?
No, and it's better we don't tell her what we're doing right now. We'll tell her after the fact.
What did you find out in the court record, Sally?
Well, the husband seems to have fallen from grace and never stopped until he was dead. Acute alcohol poisoning. And the wife, oddly, never picked up, but actually made money making baked goods and got into trouble for operating a business without a license.
How Jimmy Hoffa? They got her on tax issues?
Well, she paid it off and got the proper license, but here's what's interesting. They had this son named Ralph Jr.
And?
Ralph started doing time at about the age of 12. Little things. Then, after his father died during Prohibition, he got picked up for the bootlegging with another gang and running an illegal nightclub and ended up doing time over on the Rock. After that, there's no record of him anywhere. It's interesting, but it doesn't get us anywhere.
When about did he disappear?
About 1932. I think he was released in March 1932.
And when did the house get deeded to someone else?
Looks like 1933, August.
So first the son disappears, then the mother within like a year of each other.
Do you think they could both be buried under here?
Oh, about that. I went back under the house and checked it again. There's nothing buried under there but rock.
So what's happening with the code?
No luck, but I know what it's not. I'll work on it after dinner. I got it. I think I got it.
What?
Get up, you guys. I got it.
What happened?
These are the names of streets, not stations. And look at the map. Each recipe is of a building. These are the directions. The library, the post office, the school.
Public places.
Money drops.
The ingredients are names of people. 1 pound of sugar means $100 to whoever sugar is.
I see. Each recipe has pretty much the same ingredients. Eggs, flour, sugar, vanilla. So each measurement is a fraction of $100?
Right, so these are payoffs to public officials.
Maybe. If none of the drops are anywhere near the city hall but where public officials would go, then this skeleton key must fit into the same boxes that were stashed around town. You know, Lorna, they had a lot of historical materials at the library. Why don't you do some research tomorrow, and Sally and I can run around town to these places and check out if they have any old boxes in their cellars.
Right. But if you guys find anything, you have to call me.
Hey folks, what can I get for you? We have specials on appetizers today.
Hey, how are you? Just a couple of sodas.
Ooh, and a water.
Coming right up.
So what's the plan?
Do you see anyone who looks like a manager?
No. I'll bet you they're in the back office somewhere.
Here you go. Menus?
No, just some information.
Sure.
Does this place have a cellar?
Yeah, we keep the kegs down there.
Is there any way we could look around down there?
I'll ask my manager, but I doubt it. They have safety concerns, you know.
I can make it worth your while. We're on a treasure hunt.
He's kidding. No, we're doing some research on the historical relevance of some areas around town, pre-World War II stuff.
Bootlegging.
Yes, and the old summer retreats they had here.
I'll be right back.
Quill, we can't say we're on a treasure hunt, and we certainly should not say bootlegging. We need to come up with a better cover story. People in this town, especially the old families, are very uptight.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
Stick with the architecture story. That way, if they ask you questions, you'll know at least something about it.
Well, okay, but treasure hunt sounds so much better.
Sorry, folks. He said no and to get out of his office. But I could look around for you. What am I looking for?
No, that's okay. Thanks for asking for us. What's our next stop?
The high school. Have you seen it? It's beautiful.
Great, neoclassical. Lots of stairs.
We'll have to use the side entrance.
Save a major earthquake, this place will last forever.
Isn't it funny? No matter how old you get, finding the school office is like an instinct.
Tell me about it.
Here we go. Principal McFlarty. Oh, you're kidding.
I'd have to change my name.
Try to keep a straight face, okay? Remember, we're researchers.
I'd like to know why he didn't change his name.
Hello. Sorry just to drop in, but we're researching some of the local architecture for an article on the area. Is there someone that we could speak to about the high school?
Ms.
I'm sorry. I'm Sally, Mr. Tollison's assistant.
Sally, you can find extensive writings online about the design of the school.
Yes, thank you, and I've done that. We're more curious about getting some information up close on the design and actual building of the school and its architectural history.
You'll have to go through the school board. They have a meeting coming up. You can request to speak with them. I'd advise you to put the request in writing to their attention.
Madam, we're not asking to dismantle this beautiful neoclassical design and send you a bill for it. We simply would like to look around, walk through the marbled halls of education, and report on it.
Yeah, and you're going to have to put that in writing and send it to the board. I don't have the authority to give you what you're requesting.
How frustrating for you. Good day.
Oh, she was very unpleasant.
Yes, come on.
You're going the wrong way.
I know, around this corner. Oops, we're lost now. We're looking for a way out. Now move quickly and confidently.
Where are we going?
To the bowels of education.
Now I know where Lorna gets it.
What?
I hope Lorna's making better progress at the library.
Me too. Aha, through here.
Oh, it's hot and smelly.
Yes, we'll have to move quickly.
Okay, what are we looking for?
Look along those walls for bricks and mortar. Perhaps the box was kept in the walls. Here, take this flashlight.
Where did you get that?
My back pocket. Now come on. We're trespassing at this point.
Okay, what is that smell?
Wisdom of the ages.
What?
Moldy dirt.
I'm moving to the other wall. You know, some of this equipment looks pretty new. Don't you think they've taken this place apart a few times with the renovations and stuff?
Probably. You never know till you see it yourself.
Holy crap!
My darling.
Hey, lovers! This is off limits. Get a room.
Terribly sorry. You're right. Come on, dear. Excuse us.
Young enough to be your daughter.
Ew.
You're right. Jealous? Sally, this way.
Ew.
We will, of course, never mention that again. Wasn't pleasant for either of us, but we're not under arrest.
Shock. Shock.
It'll wear off. Here we go. Out to fresh air. I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
I can't really process that.
It works in old movies.
No, it's okay. You're right. It works.
Ready to go on?
Yeah, let's get it over with. I'm a brave soldier.
Yes, you are. You married Lorna, and that's brave. Okay, now, what's the story here?
I don't want to be your assistant.
That was your idea.
I know. Let's just tell the truth.
I tried that back at the restaurant, and you told me not to say that we were looking for treasure, remember?
Okay. Let's just frame it differently. Okay, here, how about this? We'll just say we're looking into some folklore and that we uncovered an old letter from the 1920s that referenced this library.
Okay, got it.
Hello. My name is Sally. My father-in-law, Quill.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, here's the thing. We bought a home on the island recently and uncovered a piece of folklore that references this library. And I was wondering if it would be okay with you if we looked around, behind the scenes. Perhaps you have a basement or something?
I don't understand.
That's okay. It's an odd request. We found, well, it's like a diary from the 1920s, and one of the passages references this library and a skeleton key. We think this key might belong in a lock that is housed in this library.
A lock to what?
Well, we're not really sure, which is why I wonder if it would be okay with you if we look around.
This was once a post office before 1940.
Yes, I read about that.
It couldn't be the new library that just opened last year. They have air conditioning.
Yes, they do, and carpeting. Do you have a basement?
Yes, it's very musty. Stone floor. They still have the old safe down there. It's beautiful. I think it's a shame it's closed to the public. No one goes down there anymore.
Pardon, do you have a restroom?
It's under the sign that says restroom over there.
Thank you.
Oh, that's fascinating. When did it change over again?
When they built the new post office.
And what year would you say that was?
We used to have articles about it, but it all got transferred when they built the new library. You know, they just about turned this into a reading room and a polling station.
I think you mentioned 1940.
That's when this library opened.
So probably the late 1930s.
I wouldn't know exactly.
Well, such a beautiful piece of architecture. It'll last forever. If walls could talk, you know.
I'd shush them.
Library humor. Well, you're a historical monument, so it's really good they keep this branch open.
We do a lot of kiddie readings.
Yeah? Do you do like a lot of community meetings and such?
Did you want to look around?
No, I'm okay. I bet you're glad they got rid of that card catalog, though. It gives you more space to move around.
Not really. The card catalog never went offline.
Oh, yes, I bet that's true.
We could check with the library director to see if you could go to the basement.
You know what? That's okay. I can probably find what I need in the archives in the new library. But it's such a shame. This is such a historical building. They should keep the records here, don't you think?
Lady, I don't know.
Oh, please call me Sally. Do you have any photographs of the old place around?
Just a plaque outside.
Yeah, I saw that, 1902, so they had to be building it when the big earthquake hit?
I don't know.
Well, this whole part of the island is bedrock, so it couldn't have sustained too much damage.
Would you like me to call the main library for you and see if someone in reference could help you further?
Oh, you know, I'll get there eventually, and I'll ask if the director can give me clearance to see the basement. Isn't it crazy that something could stay hidden throughout time and change and then be found and just open up the whole thing again?
What thing?
Folklore. Time.
I guess, like a time capsule.
Yes, exactly. I have to go now. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, wait up. Where were you?
Get the car.
What's in your pants?
Lead.
What?
Please, Sally, get the car and pick me up. I can't make it too much further. I was in the basement and I found the box.
Oh, Quill, you stole that box?
Not if we take it back.
But...
Sally, please, before I drop a box of lead out of my pants, I can make it to the corner.
Okay, fine.
Hello?
You're still at the library?
Yes, and you won't believe what I found.
Oh, yeah? I've been with your father all day, and he's been very, very bad. We're coming to pick you up now, so be ready out front.
Whoa, aggressive.
We'll be there in 10 minutes.
I'll walk.
No, be ready in 10. Oh, that's just great.
Sally, quit saying I stole the box. I'm going to put it back completely intact. I just want to see what's inside.
Then what exactly would you call it?
I cut through some red tape.
Okay, just hold on. Before we open it, everyone put these socks on your hands.
Why?
Because I can't find gloves.
Oh, good idea.
You are both nuts.
It's one of our finer family traits. Okay, Lorna, hand me the key.
I can't pick it. I can't pick it up. The socks.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Move.
Careful, it's brittle. Now slide the piece there. Aha!
Okay. Holy banknotes.
Let's see. Move.
No, here. I can pull them out.
Wow, look at that. 3 stacks of $50 notes.
And the house deed. Hello, that explains a lot. Now it all makes sense. And what's that? Help me, Dad. You hold this slide. Yeah. Miss Shipman's will and a letter to Sally.
What? That's weird.
Not if you have an illegitimate daughter named Sally being raised by your bakery business partner. Open the letter.
Wait, I'm going to get the oven mitts.
Lorna, how do you know all of this?
Well, whilst you two were lying and stealing everywhere in town, I was putting together the true story of Mrs. Ella Shipman.
Okay, let me see that letter. My darling daughter, Sally. In this box, I leave you my will and some cash to get you started in your life. I'm sorry life took us apart, but as you will no doubt learn, it was for the best for you. I've placed you in the best care I could find in Miss Broussard. Should our eyes never meet again, know that I have always loved you. Your loving mother, Ella Shipman. Oh, that's tragic.
Right. There's more. So why didn't Sally Shipman get this box?
I don't know.
Because the Broussards moved east in August of 1933 with daughters Sally, Alice, Elizabeth, and son Bryce in tow.
Then technically, this house was abandoned.
Okay, so they make some money bootlegging. The husband drinks himself to death. Ella Shipman opens the bakery to launder the bootleg money with the help of Miss Broussard. They have to pay off half the police force and probably the mob. Then Ella's son goes bad and gets put away, only to disappear when he's released. Then what? She dies?
Nope. Here's what I think happened. The son gets off the rock and reinvents himself. Remember, they could do that sort of thing easily back then. Then the mother grabs her wads of cashola and takes off behind him to be followed exactly 1 year later by the Broussards.
Then why didn't the Broussards get this box, and why was all this stuff still in the basement of the library?
These recipes were obviously left for Mrs. Broussard, who would know exactly how to read the clues and where the key led to. Now, then why didn't she go and get it? Who knows? Maybe something went wrong and Ella left in a hurry. Maybe Mrs. Broussard was too nervous to stop by Ella's house. Ella Shipman was reported missing in August of 1932. Maybe the house was crawling with police and they were watching it day and night. But the point is, they all got away.
Lorna, can I look at your notes?
Sure, but don't take out any staples. This is going to make a great novel. Before you guys return the box to its rightful place, I want to copy all of it for my notes.
Smokin' Sammy Davis, what a story. I'm so hungry. What is for dinner?
I'll make dinner. It's my turn. Where's the phone? The seniors told me about the new barbecue place.
Okay, Dad. You're all set.
Thank you so much for everything. The house looks so beautiful now.
Oh, that reminds me. Next week, you're having storm windows put in. I had them custom made.
Dad!
It's my housewarming present for you.
Quill, we couldn't. It doesn't actually storm here.
Too late. It's done. Haha, this is the best trip I've had since my honeymoon with your mother.
We'll see you at Christmas?
You bet. I can't wait. I expect my present to be wrapped in swaddling clothes.
What?
Get busy, my children.
What did he say again?
He wants a puppy.
To learn more about the O-Line Mysteries, go to www.olinemysteries.com. Listen next week for another episode brought to you by chickpimp.com. The O-Line Mysteries are written by M. Sailor Billings. Theme music by Tim Lundeen. The role of Lorna's father was originally played by Will Connolly, but due to a technical failure, his role was substituted for this recording. Other cast members included Becky Carlisle, Beth Hutchins, Ty Garofalo, and Jonathan Wind. The O-Line Mysteries is an original work of fiction. Any resemblance between events, locations, or characters herein and real persons, living or otherwise, events or locations is purely coincidental.